radio is locked to Philly's Power 99 FM.
And with that introduction, is MGK, is Power 99. I'm Mina SayWhat backstage at the Up and Comer show. You're on time.
Hey, yo, her boobs make me say what? Like, god damn,
They're
say
kinda
what?
big.
Oh, shit.
You're so crazy.
Excuse me, ladies.
I love that.
Are you excited to see Machine Gun Kelly perform tonight?
No. My girl's trying to play you.
Wow. I'm going to rip them shits off, man.
Listen, so you're on time. Is that a white person thing?
No. My whole squad's black, and they determine the thing. So, yeah, I don't know.
Machine Gun, so you're like the coolest white boy out right now, right?
I'm going to be here for a long time, so I'm going to be the coolest white boy for a long goddamn time.
Very, very nice. Laced Up, out right now.
Yeah,
you
Laced
did
Up.
very nice the first week. Are you proud of the numbers that you pushed?
Yeah. You know, it's only a stepping stone for me. So, I mean, you know, I did all the work I could possibly do. It's on everybody else to step up and do their job now.
Yeah. You're signed to Bad Boy.
Yeah, I'm actually signing myself, which is signed a Bad Boy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Well, I was listening to your album and you said I signed myself. You were talking about how everybody was hating on you, and then you signed yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know what the correlation was. Like,
Yep.
so you signed yourself. Do you have anybody on your label at all?
It's me and myself and actually a guy named Dubbo, and he's on a lot of like the songs that I'm on, and he's just, you know, he was kind of like, you know, big brother for me growing up. So he's one of those people that, you know, I'm gonna hold down for forever.
You know what's crazy? You were just talking to my boobs, and now you're like completely serious.
Yeah. Gangster shit.
Listen, so on your album, right, I was listening to it. It's very eclectic. I like all the different elements that you're putting together. Is that what Cleveland has to bring to the table?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a very good representation of what Cleveland has going on. You know, I go back to that city and I don't have any problems.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's a very proud Machine Gun Kelly like city. You know, so yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, I grew up in a bunch of different ways, around a bunch of different people. So, I mean, even on the intro of the album, I have a metal group on the intro, but I'm talking about what's going on in the streets. So it's a very odd combination of things, but it's very interesting, and I think it's definitely an underrated album.
Well, I think it's an amazing album, honestly.
Thank you,
and
man.
I'm actually wondering, did Diddy even have anything to do with it?
Nah, he had.
Because it doesn't sound like he
had.
Nah. No dance. There was no singing. Mm-mm. There was no, background, no auto-tune, none of that.
Yeah, I mean, Puff kind of just got to let me do my thing, and that's what he realizes, man. He doesn't want to touch, this movement in more ways than just mentoring me and making sure I stay out of jail and stay out of the tabloids in bad ways, which I have failed at so far. But he does a great job of mentoring me, so he kind of just lets me do my shit.
Have you ever been to jail?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not on no fucking
like
thug
a
shit.
Jailbird,
Serious
like
shit. Yeah. Nah. But just like petty shit. I have. I mean, one of my best friends is doing really, a serious amount of time, and so I just consider where we come from, shit like that, to be like in our future, So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially with all the the dumb shit that we haven't been caught for. So I mean, it's just kind of
Right.
like it's just one of those things that you just gotta like, I don't know, settle down and just not bring that type of shit into the industry, I guess.
It sounds like you're about that life when I listen to your album. Like, how were you grown? How did you grow up?
I grew up pretty cool, man. I mean, I grew up like really. I mean, I'm a really bipolar kid, man. I mean, you'd see me in class goofing off. I mean, people didn't really fuck with me when I grew up in school at all.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like really liking me, I was definitely an outcast. But I definitely did a lot of grimy shit. So I mean, it was a balance, man. Because 1 second you could see a video of me being the goofiest, skinny, fucking tall, lanky kid ever, and like talking to tits, and then the next minute you could, catch me getting fucking jumped by like 6 guys for doing some shit some weak karma that I had come back around. So I mean, I don't know, man. I grew up. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, my fucking life. Fuck my life, but fuck, man. I mean, everything I speak on is real shit, and I don't have to like speak on other people's stories like all these other rappers do. I speak on what's going on in my shit.
You see how I picked up on that, right?
I really think that's cool, man. Like that, you're the most interesting interviewer that I've had about the album so far. A lot of people like they don't dissect the album, and I think it's cool that you like hear the passion and like the raspiness and the and what I'm saying.
Like my raspy.
That's cool.
That's
I do fuck with it. Yeah.
Well, I did listen to the album. I'm always about the music, and I kind of like, that's how I get to know people, really. Like before I do an interview.
You can't get to know people from music because them as people are fucking way different than the music. That's what I realized about the industry. I meet them, I'm like, God damn, you suck.
Yeah.
But your music is sweet.
Well, I think we're turning it around at this point. Like, there's some people that are really putting like real shit in the music.
There is, man. Meek, speaking of like your home city, man. Like,
Yeah.
Definitely one of those people that's like when you meet him, it's like, you eye contact, and he's, that motherfucker's a man, so it's like it's good to meet other men, man, in a little.
Well, he's
boy's
about
business.
that life. Like,
Yeah.
there's video of him rapping when his cornrows were all fucked up, and his shirt is torn. His shirt's not torn.
Yeah.
But you can see that he's young and he's about that life.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you can go on YouTube and see videos of me when I was like 15, fucking freestyling off 111th Street in Continental with a fucking barbecue plate in my hand, rapping for a bunch of sketchy motherfuckers that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
They're like, God damn, what the fuck, So, I wouldn't say I'm about that life, depending on what type of life you're speaking on. But I mean, I definitely got some street credit.
Do you still deal with the bipolar stuff? Like, is that something
Man,
you
hell
struggle with? Does
fucking
it affect you?
Yeah, I mean, I flip real easy. I mean, I burned a lot of bridges because of that. I pissed a lot of journalists off, and a lot of people don't want to stand on the other side of the microphone with me.
Yeah.
Like this.
I'll talk to you. I'm not scared.
That's
as
sweet.
long as my titties are out, I think I'll be all right.
I can't be mad at those tits, man. I'm all about that life.
You crazy. So the album Stereo, love the song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did that come from? That's the next single, right? Officially?
Man, I don't even fucking know, man. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I mean, like the corporate answer, maybe yes, but I don't fucking know, man. I mean, I just think there's so many gems on that album. That song is a song that's been around for 2 years now. Has a great visual to it. It didn't really seem to catch like they may have wanted to.
It caught me.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's definitely one of my favorites just because it tells a great story. But again, people aren't really paying attention to the cool story. They're paying attention to like the poppy hook.
Yeah.
But all that shit's organic. That was one of my man from Cleveland. So I'm like, it's just like it wasn't like I fucking went and like was like, hey Rihanna, can you lay this hook for me? And fucking it was like it was all very organic. So yeah, it didn't really. I don't know what's gonna fucking catch for me, man. I don't fucking know. Fuck.
So you just letting the label handle all that?
Nah, hell no. I'm just letting the motherfucking people handle that shit. The label handled Stereo, and it didn't really go anywhere. So I mean, like I'm taking this shit in my own hands. That's why I said I did everything I could do for those first week sales and for everything that's been going on in my career. It's time for other people to step up, and and it's on them. I'm not one of those people that's ever gonna blame another motherfucking source for my non-success or my success. I'm always gonna step up and take it into my own hands. I'm not gonna bitch about another grown-ass man. Not like, yo, Puff, what the fuck? I didn't go platinum in 5 fucking days. What the fuck, man? It's all Puff's fault. Like, Puff.
At least you released your album though.
Yo, no.
I haven't seen a
See,
Bad
that's what
Boy
I'm saying.
album
Like,
for a minute.
I'm grateful for Bad Boy for letting me put that shit
where's
out.
Dawn's album?
I'm
Where's
grateful for
Kalina's
Interscope
album?
not giving up on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done so much shit to that would have hindered my album from ever coming out. So that's why I'm like, I don't blame anybody for anything. I'm in a great state right now, but it just seems like single wise, radio and me just don't see. It's just radio, man. That's the
Wild
only.
Boy worked.
Wild Boy,
and it really is.
It didn't
who
though.
You are.
It didn't work. It topped at 98 on the billboards, man.
So we're talking about numbers, not exposure. I see.
I mean,
because I feel like when I say MGK, look, they're chanting you. They've been doing that all night. Do you understand?
Yeah, because they don't fuck around. That's why you little fuck boys better fucking. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about like viewers. I'm talking about like fucking the people that
doubted you.
People that run this shit. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who run all the other shits. Like, you motherfucker, you need to really get with this shit, man. There's a lot of great shit going on. You need to stop fucking with these little hype beasts and fuck with some real shit.
Well, we played Wild Boy in our defense.
No, and that's awesome.
Yeah, we really supported you.
That's who fucking got that shit to sell 600,000 copies so far, man.
Right.
Like, that shit topped at 98. My fucking face hasn't seen the Billboard charts yet as far as singles go. So I don't really know what I gotta do, man. I mean, like, when I was on the Wild Boy, it was funny because when I was on the Wild Boy run, that was when I was doing the worst radio because I was going to radio, I was walking out of radio. And I was like, fuck you, you suck, man.
Yeah, but Puff doesn't
And then it was crazy. I came back on Invincible and I was like,
and you had the pop people.
And I was like this. I was like, and I was shaking hands and kissing fucking babies, and Invincible didn't even see the Billboard chart. So I don't really know like what. I mean, all I can do is just continue to keep putting that shit, keep putting out that motherfucking that MGK shit, and just hope that it catches.
Diddy doesn't have conversations with you and says, "Yo, come here, let me school you on how to handle certain situations.
Yeah, he
how
does.
to not be upset." So he's having those conversations.
Yeah. That's what he's really good at with me.
I just think like your personality is like fuck you, fuck that,
It is,
so that's just how you are. So to a certain degree, you might not be able to change that,
Yeah, but I thought that's what we all came in this shit for. Why would you want a fucking rapper to be friendly? But like all you people want rappers to be friendly now. It's like it wasn't about that, man. It was about fucking sex, drugs, and rock and roll when I was watching this shit come up, and that's what I live. And so like, I mean, if you don't want some cool shit, you want some boring fucking interviews views, and I'll give you that. Stereo is my next single, and you know what? I'm really looking forward to it. Stereo is a great song. It has 3 verses, 3 hooks.
I like the
great
song.
beat. Yeah, it's awesome, you know. But
Song. I almost wish like Kid Rock was on the album.
Kid Rock would have been a badass feature on the album.
Wouldn't it?
I only didn't do that just because Yellow Wolf did the Kid Rock, and you know, it was a good collab. So I just didn't want to touch that. So it was like, you know, because if I was Yellow Wolf, I'd be like, oh, what the fuck?
You stole my idea.
Yeah, you stole my idea.
Fuck?
So you know, when he had that, I was like, okay, cool.
Would you be interested in doing something with all 3 of y'all? Cause that would be dope.
You know, man, it just seems like there's just every time it seems like there's a truce, man. It just seems like it just gets broken, dude. So I mean, like, you know.
Yeah. So
it's not one of those it's not one of those like, you know, like on site like, what's up, you little bitch. Like it's not like, no, it's nothing like that. I just think it's like, you know, motherfuckers are just gonna keep their fucking just keep their distance and keep doing their own things. 2 different lanes, man. People just keep trying to fucking put us in the same lane. I think that's.
I was just gonna ask you that. Do you get mad that you get put into that lane automatically?
I mean, like, you know, it's just like it's whatever's going on right now that they put me in the fucking lane, and you know, it's just like now it's like me and Kendrick, and it's like, come the fuck on, man.
Do you like the album? Have you heard Kendrick's album?
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be like the overall idea today, that everybody like loves Kendrick's album.
Yeah, it's pretty shameful that Lace Up isn't in that. You know, it's like it's definitely like. It's,
no, I heard your album. And
I know, but and that's my point. It's just I think it's really like I'm really disappointed in everyone in the game for fucking. You know, I actually want to thank. I thanked all of them because they allowed me and my fans to actually get a classic with Lace Up. You know, if they would have hopped on it, it wouldn't have been right, man. You know, I leave the hype for everybody else, man. MGK is just that motherfucker that is, you know, everyone. MGK is a motherfucker in the back of everybody's mind and in the back of everyone's mind that haunts them because they know that motherfucker's gonna start moving to the front, and they fucking fear that fucking day when he moves into their frontal lobe and is just fucking in their fucking shit. You know, and that's all it's about, man. You know, it's it's about staying humble. If I would have came out and did a #1, or if I would have came out and had the hype that Kendrick's album had, you know, it wouldn't have felt right. You know, it wouldn't have felt right if I didn't have to go for these next fucking 6 months and fight for motherfuckers to lace up. Do
you feel like that's how things are for you? You gotta fight for them, and you always gotta.
Hell yeah, and that's what makes me who I am. And I mean, people don't. You know, people are scared of my fight.
But
my fight is I'm a motherfucking hell yeah, and I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep going farther. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I'm so disappointed in the industry for what. For their lack of support, but I also turn around and thank them because of their lack of support, it allowed us to have a classic. If I would have had that type of hype making that Lace Up album, you would have heard a whole different Machine Gun Kelly.
Do you think some of it is because of the label? Are you a little disappointed with the label and their performance?
Shit, like I said, man, regardless of what facts are, I'm never gonna speak down on anybody's shit handling my business. I'm gonna blame myself, and you know, I'm gonna keep it at that. I'm a grown ass man who takes responsibility. So regardless of what the facts are, you know, it's on me.
Spoken like a true man.
Yeah.
They're making me wrap you up, and I have so much to talk to you about because I think you're really interesting. You can feel my titties on your chest. It's all right. My boyfriend's out there, by the way. But he's about to tear down the Up and Comer show. The Up and Comer. They've been chanting your name all night. I hope you know that. I hope that makes you feel better.
It's all good. Muhammad Ali and this bitch. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Lace up till you face up.
Your radio is locked to Philly's Power 99 FM.